Okay, friends, we're at day 16, 77-day video challenge. Journal entry number 10, Tupperware, seventh and last time. And I had mentioned in the last video, and I will put it in the description box below, a link to it so that you can watch it if you don't want to watch the last 3 videos I put between talking about the MLM. It's just, they're just rambling, honestly, telling you about what I've been doing. I was talking about promoting out my manager, Missy, and I meant to say that the reps that she took with her, they were her friends. She had been my number one customer, and then she became my consultant, one of my consultants on my team, and she had friends who became her customers, and they became my reps too. So when she promoted out as a manager, that's why she took them with her, because they were her friends. She brought them in. Okay, and this is like I told you, when I started to see this problem with, okay, so I've promoted out a manager. She's taken half of my team with her, and I've got to start all over again. And I hate door-to-door sales in the first place. I think it's intrusive. It violates privacy. I've never liked it. It's what I absolutely despised about my mission in the Mormon Church. I despise that the LDS Church does it, that the Jehovah's Witnesses do it. And people that come to my door, I'm very rude to them. Absolutely. I even have a sign that says no soliciting. But now we live in a community with guards, and it's gated, and there's absolutely no soliciting allowed in this neighborhood. So they'll call the police if somebody shows up. If somebody, they can't even get in here to do it. So, and that's by design. Anyway, I'm seeing all this with, Missy's great. She's become a manager, and it's great to mentor somebody. And she was, at that time, she was probably my best friend, so we got to spend a lot of time together. Well, we had to go to these managers' meetings I want to say they were every week, because Tupperware does these Tupperware rallies every Monday. So they're during the day for the people that don't have day jobs, and then they're at night, and they have for people that work all day. And sometimes she and I would go together at night. Now, I didn't like going to anything at the distributorship at night because it was in a bad area. It was in a really bad area. It was like an industrial warehouse. And I always felt like our cars weren't really safe in the parking lot. And I didn't feel safe coming out of there at night. So I would prefer to go during the daytime. I did not like that we were required to go to these damn meetings. I'm not a rah-rah kind of person, and those Tupperware rallies, they put you on stage to recognize your achievements for the week. It is all rah-rah, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it. The only thing I liked about managers' meetings was that when I started selling Avon, remember I told you it was in just a few months of signing up at Tupperware that I signed up with Avon. And when someone found out I was an Avon rep, they asked me to bring books to the Tupperware manager meetings. And most of my customers were Tupperware reps that, yeah, I just pass the book around at the manager's meeting, and they'd give me an order, and then I'd order it and bring it and deliver it. It was crazy. I one MLM feeding off another one. That's just, anyway. I was looking to get that van, and we did the numbers on Sunday nights, and I was close. I was pretty sure I was going to get the van. And my manager, Jerry, she hadn't been doing the books like she should have been. And I didn't know what to look for or how to calculate things. She was supposed to be teaching me those things, and she hadn't, and she fell short. And the month I was supposed to make the van, I can't remember, it was $200, or it was a very little amount. $200 would have been a lot to us back then, because my husband at the time was only an E3. And I didn't get the van. Didn't It was so disappointing, and it was like she had let me down because she wasn't watching things well enough, and I was really disappointed, really disappointed. By this time, my husband was doing parties with me. We were doing them as a couple because that drew couples. Instead of just women to parties, we would gear them toward like a weekend. Somebody would have a barbecue at their house, we'd have a Tupperware party, and it would be couples. And that way the men would be more able to let their wives buy more if they were part of it. And they could see how much the products were and how good they were and how you needed them for the house. And I mean, it was a very effective approach because you really do need to have both a husband and a wife on board when you're buying all this stuff for your kitchen. That way it doesn't allow for bad feelings. And I'm going to finish this segment in the next video. I'm going to cut this off here, and I'm going to see you in the next video, and I promise we're going to finish this today and get it done so we can move on to the next journal entry. Thanks for watching. Bye.